Well, Jewish and Muslim community leaders are this morning calling for unity in the wake of the Bondi terror attack.
For more, we're joined by Jewish community leader Ron Finkel in Melbourne and Sydney GP Dr. Jamal Rifi. Good morning, guys. Nice to see you. All right, Ron, to you first up. This is so difficult, as you've just heard there, for the Jewish people. How are you doing this morning?
Well, as your previous interview, the issue is processing, is trying to really integrate and understand what's happened here. And that processing is ongoing. There have been community solidarity events within the family, within the community, and we have to make a certain accounting internally and address reality, but also move forward.
Dr. Rifi, this has been so difficult, not just for the Jewish community to process, but the broader Australian community to process. and this terror attack of such scale is so heartbreaking and devastating for everyone. And I know that you sent a letter to Ron on behalf of the Muslim community, reaching out to them. How important is that message of unity right now?
I believe in this difficult time, it's very important to show all Australians that there are bridges of friendship between the Muslims community and the Jewish community. It's heartbreaking what I just heard. I'm still yet to process. And I'm not that close to any one of the victims. Just imagine those close one of them, how they're gonna process this. I can feel their pain, their anger, their frustration, their grieving, and sharing those feelings with them. It's my way of communicating, because what happened on Sunday night, it was shocking. Not just those people who were on the beach. I almost fell off my chair when I've just heard and I've seen those terrible images. Despite all this, we are better than this. The love that we have in this country, the understanding, the connection between all sections of the community will definitely prevail on those people who want to divide us. So that's why that letter, my friendship with Ron, and it's been tested many times, but right now we are all tested.
You've come together, which I think is an astonishing thing and powerful thing.
Powerful indeed.
You're also dealing with inside your community with the knowledge that these were Islamic terrorists. And they have slaughtered 15 people. How do you navigate through that? How does the Muslim community navigate through that?
Very clearly and very easily. Those two people, the perpetrators, they are criminal, they are terrorists, they don't represent the community, and they don't represent the religion. It's a warped ideology that we fought against from day one. We saw that our young men and women, they are a target for brainwashing tactics and giving them bad ideas. We stood up to them. And
how is it allowed to creep in? How is it allowed to take hold? How is it allowed to manifest itself into an attack?
There is no explanation, and to that, there is no excuse, but we do what we can do as a human being. But right now, we also, at the same time, we are focusing on all the ordinary men and women that displayed a heroism. It being the epitome of that was the action of Ahmed al-Ahmed and others at the same times. And that's the one and the people that we are focusing on this action, on the two perpetrators, and we don't name them more than just they are criminal. And what they have done, it definitely does not represent what we believe in our religion.
It's so difficult, isn't it, when you're dealing with this for your community as well, coming out and speaking about it publicly the way you are and making sure that that message does come across?
Look, we've been, myself and many others in our community, we know where we stand. We stand with our fellow citizens, regardless if they are Christians, Muslims, or Jews.
Okay, Ron, just before we go, and I appreciate your sentiments, heartfelt sentiments. Ron, before we go, you obviously felt the need to come together on this. Why did you decide that?
Well, I think it's, Carl, I think it's pretty straightforward. The Australian ethos is the key driver here. And I was talking to Jamal about it yesterday, and I said that we have a country which is essentially very, very, very multicultural, but we are also very multi-siloed. And it is imperative, it's really imperative, that we find pathways to connect with the other, to engage, to be building a society which is inclusive, reflective of all those inputs. And so I think that the opportunity for us now is really a positive one. We can leverage off the fact that in this very tragic context, we can see that the Muslim leadership of this country, with an outpouring of support for those who are grieving, there's a willingness and an understanding on the part of the Jewish leadership here, not only to accept that, but to embrace it. We are, first and foremost, Australians. We have to find a pathway to connect with each other. We have to be able to speak and engage with each other. There's a huge opportunity to enhance social cohesion here. If we grab it, we'll be the better off for it.
Yeah, and it was a Muslim man who, alongside the Jewish community, tried to eradicate that Islamic terrorism that we saw, that extremist.
Look, these are small steps, and you've both taken a really brave step forward. Appreciate you being on.
Thank you
you.
both.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ron.